Can I tell you what's been on my mind? Sick and tired of the 9 to 5 in the city life. Hey, darling, we could get out of town, see the beautiful world around, wanna see it now. Pack our bags and get in that car, leave a little note and we'll drive real far. Let's get out, we can leave this city. Let's drive to the open air.
Hey everyone, welcome to the Farm and Pastor's Wife. I'm so glad you're here. My name's Leslie and you're in my kitchen down on the farm. And I never used the right side of this knife. I'm slicing up strawberries. Hey, listen, let me stop for just a minute and tell you guys what we're making today. It is going to be so delicious. I'm so excited. It is strawberry season around here. I may have to find a better knife. It is strawberry season around here. And we need strawberry spring desserts. What do you say? Now, you know I do that angel food cake that you soak in the strawberry, you know, all that. And I do my strawberry cake. I've done a strawberry pavlova. Oh my goodness, that was delicious and fancy. Oh, was that fancy. But hey, this one has a unique name. A friend of mine from church, Miss Donna Hill, sent this to me. And I am so excited to try it. It's got the coolest name. The name kind of makes you go, But it is called strawberry lasagna. We're making strawberry lasagna. Now, it's not really strawberry lasagna. I mean, we don't have lasagna noodles in this, but it's basically a layered dessert. So the first thing I want to do is take these strawberries, cap them, and I'm going to slice them. And I don't know how many strawberries we have, but you're going to need like 1.5 cups for part of the filling, and then you're going to need some just to sprinkle on top. So however many you need for that. I don't know. But anyway, so that's what I'm doing. I'm just slicing up these strawberries and we're just going to get them prepared. And then we're going to get started putting everything else together. I'm cutting out any bad spots and I'm just slicing them. I mean, it doesn't have to be any particular way. Now, you might want to save the ones for the top that you put sprinkle on. You might want to just slice those like in quarters. I'm just slicing these straight across for the filling part. So I may save some pretty strawberries for the top, and we'll slice them differently. So that's what I'm doing. I'll get you guys turned down here if I can. Right, here we go. So just capping them real quick and then giving them a couple slices. Like I said, no fancy way. If I was making this for you know, to take somewhere, I would spend a little more time, but I'm actually kind of in a hurry. Not really in a hurry, but kind of in a hurry because I got to get over to the farm and do a few things. And this has got to chill a minute before we can do a taste test. And I want to get this video done and out for you guys today, the day I'm making it. So let's get busy. I was going to make this last night, but we had a community, really a county-wide prayer service last night in the little town called Seagrove, which is very close to us. And pastors from all over the county met, and a lot of their congregations came, and it was just a very, very sweet, special service. You can tell that some of these are thicker than others. Some of them, you know, it's okay. We're just going with it. But anyway, so I was going to make this last night and I didn't get to. And then those that came from our church, we went out to eat afterwards. And I didn't get home till pretty late. close to 10 o'clock. It probably was 10 o'clock when we got home. So, all right. So I'm going to keep slicing these up. I'll bring you back when it is time for us to do the next step, which we're going to create the crust once I get all these sliced up. So if you didn't like the way I was slicing those strawberries, that's fine. There is no right or wrong way to slice those strawberries. You just need to slice them up. If you want to quarter them or whatever, that's totally fine too. So what I'm doing now is I'm just gonna, I've got this cup measuring, and it's got a spout. That's why I want it. So I'm gonna stick a full stick of butter, which is 8 tablespoons of butter, half a cup in here, and I'm gonna melt this down. And while it's melting, we are going to crush up in the food processor a full box of Nilla wafers. We like Nilla wafers, but you can by all means get the off-brand that is vanilla wafers, but this is what we like, so this is what I always buy. And so we're going to put them in the food processor, and I'm going to get this going in the microwave. Whoops. All right, I'm going to cut the volume off, or no, I'm going to cut the camera off while I crush these up because I know some of you are sound sensitive, so let me take care of that. And just like that, they are pureed. All right, so I'm going to leave it on just for a second this time. But I have my melted butter here, and I'm going to turn this on puree, and we're going to drizzle in the butter. All right. That's all we need to do there. So, oh, it smells so good. So the first thing I'm going to do is take this blade out because I sure don't want a cut finger. We'll get you turned over here. I have a 9x13 that I did spray with some butter spray. That's probably absolutely not even necessary, but I did do it just in case. All right. It smells so good. Okay, now's when you pull up your sleeves and you want to just kind of get this evenly spread out and pressed. You can go up the sides if you want to, and I am using a glass dish. It's a 9x13 dish. I'm using a glass dish because I want the layers to be seen. So to our strawberry lasagna, what a funny name. And I'm sure this is probably one of those desserts that have several different names that people call them. But I kind of like the name strawberry lasagna. It's interesting catching. My pan must be warped. Or it's sitting on something one. So I'm just doing a press down because we want this crust to be nice and solid. All right. There we go. All right, let me give my hands a rinse and then we'll start working on the next thing. So let's move right along and start working on our cream cheese mixture. You're going to need, for this layer, you're going to need an 8-ounce tub of, I'll get there in a second. But an 8-ounce block of cream cheese at room temperature. These things, the opening these things are just, that just kills me. All right. Finally, we have it open. All right, so let me get you turned down here while I reach for my hand mixer. I love this battery operated. You just have to remember to charge it, but other than that, oh, this thing is wonderful. So I'm just going to give this cream cheese a fluffing up really quick. All right, that's all I'm going to do. Just kind of break it apart. So to that, I'm going to add in two-thirds cup of powdered sugar. And I'm not leveling off. I'm just scooping with a 1/3 of a cup measure and going in twice. So now let's beat this up. We're so not done. So also we're going to add in here some sour cream. Now I know several people say they don't like sour cream, but I do find, like, when I cook with it, or like, I can see how people don't like sour cream, like if it's on their baked potato. But a lot of times when I cook with it, of course now this is not being cooked, this is being baked, but there's only a 1/4 of a cup going in, and I think it's just going to give it a delicious richness. I don't think you're actually going to be able to taste the sour cream. Now, I may be wrong. Like, people tell me I can't taste the real vanilla, but I know that I can. And so people's taste buds can be sensitive to certain things. So, like, if you just absolutely know you'll be able to taste this sour cream, and you don't even want to go there, I would suggest maybe using a Greek yogurt, like a plain Greek yogurt. I think that might work better for you. But I would also, if you're not like super sensitive to the taste of sour cream, I would say definitely try it. I love sour cream, so it does not affect me in the least bit. So one of the ingredients you did not see me set out is Cool Whip whipped cream. So you're actually going to need 3 8-ounce containers of Cool Whip. So I wanted to scrape down the sides just in case there's any powdered sugar left on the sides. I'm going to give that a quick whirl one more time. All right, that's it. And now we're going to fold in an 8-ounce container of Cool Whip. So delicious. I'm going to sling off that batter. We'll set that aside. And we're going to fold in this Cool Whip. Keep that container to store leftovers in. And so now you just want to fold it in and give this cream cheese layer a nice fluffy consistency. beautiful. And I'm going down to the bottom and being sure I've got everything folded in. Lovely. Lovely, lovely. All right, so this is the next layer that goes on here. We want to get this in the refrigerator. Once I'm done making it, we want to get this in the refrigerator and let it chill for several hours. I don't know if I'll get to let it chill as long as I want to before we do a taste test for you guys, but we will see. All right. So we just want to spread this out. You know what I should have done that I didn't do is keep a few crumbs of vanilla wafers. I did not do that, but I have another box of vanilla wafers. Because let me tell you why I have another box of vanilla wafers. Because one of my favorite snacks is peanut butter and vanilla wafer sandwiches. And so for some reason, I haven't had those in so long. I bought a box the other day of vanilla wafers so I could make me some vanilla wafer and peanut butter sandwiches. And I fixed one for Levi yesterday, and he thought it was wonderful. So that's a good snack. It looks like I'm going to have to keep on hand for the boys is vanilla wafers and peanut butter. Although I don't like keeping peanut butter around because y'all know Mr. Bryant has a problem with peanut butter. You know, some people have their own vices, but Bryant's, I mean, I guess it could be worse, right? But his vice is peanut butter. So, but he'll just have to learn self-control. It's one of the fruits of the spirit, self-control. All right. So what I'm going to do, I know this sounds silly, but I'm actually going to lift this up and just see if it's pretty even. I mean, it's okay. There's looks like a few. All right. There we go. All right. We're going to set this aside again, and we're going to start working on the next layer. Moving right along to the next step. I'm going to take a 3-ounce box of gelatin. All right. And I have some hot water in my kettle getting hot, so we'll wait for that real quick. All right, and so to this gelatin, we're going to add 3/4 cup of boiling water. I'm actually going to raise the lid so maybe it'll pour just a little bit faster. So there's 2/4. That's a 1/2 cup. And here is 1/4. So that would be equal 3/4. I'm getting used to doing measurements like that so I can teach my grandkids over the summer some math skills and cooking skills and so forth. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to whisk this for 2 minutes. So I'll see you back in just a second for you, 2 minutes for me. Okay, so my 2-minute timer's up. So I'm adding in 1/4 cup of ice cubes. And we're going to whisk those around while those are kind of melting down. I'm going to go ahead and measure out 1/2 cup of heavy cream. We'll give that just a minute for those ice cubes to melt. While that's melting, I'm going to take 1.5 cups of my strawberries over here. And I was going to leave them like this. But after reading the recipe a little bit closer, it does say to chop them. So I'm going to obey. And I'm measuring out about 1.5 cups of these sliced strawberries. And I think it would be totally fine to leave them like that. But since it says to chop them, I'm just going to run a knife through. I'm not worried about if they're all in little pieces. We're just going to run this knife through. I actually could get my pastry cutter out and run that through as well, but we're going to call this good. There we go. All right. So we're going to call that good. All right. Our ice has melted. So now I'm going to add in 1/2 cup of heavy cream. You know, heavy cream likes to stick to the container it's in. So I'm going to come in here and give it a whisk. Not whisk, a wipe with a silicone. All right. So we're going to set that aside. I'm going to have a mess to clean up. Let me grab my pastry cutter here, if I can find it. Just to transfer these strawberries a little easier. And we're going in with this 1/2 cup, 1.5 cups of chopped strawberries. And look, if there's big pieces in here, if there's little pieces, I'm totally fine with whatever's in here. All right, and so we're going to give that a nice stir. Put you in there. All right, and so we got another tub of Cool Whip, tub of Cool Whip going in. All right, so I'm just going to kind of start folding this in. My Cool Whip got soft on me, and then I put it back in the refrigerator, so it's not the best consistency. But it's going to do fine. All right. So I'm just going to keep stirring this in. And then this is our next layer. And so what I'll probably do is go ahead and stick this in the refrigerator and let it set up before we put the final topping on. This is going to be so good. So good. All right. I'll see you back in just a second when I get this all mixed in. All right. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. All right. Let me grab our dessert. And we are going to go on with this. Now, what I've been thinking is, because my Cool Whip got soft on me, I think what I'm going to do is get my stand mixer out and make, because there's one more tub of whipped cream, Cool Whip, that you need to put on here. And what I'm doing is I'm kind of stirring out these strawberries. I'm going to let this set up in the refrigerator for a little bit. And I'm going to make my own whipped cream. I have another tub of Cool Whip, but I think I just want the consistency of that top layer to be perfect, so I'm going to make my own. Let's taste this though. This is going to be so good. And the fact that I'm a hot mess right now just means it's going to be delicious. So I'm going to stick this in the refrigerator while I get out my stand mixer and make up a batch of whipped cream. Well, guys, I changed my mind again. Aren't you glad you have that option? I decided to go ahead and use this Cool Whip. Even though the consistency is not the best, it's just because I let it thaw too long and then put it back in the refrigerator. But what I'm going to do is I'm going ahead with it. I don't want to waste it, and I want to use my heavy cream for other things. So I'm just going to try my best to get it to smooth out. Probably should have left the other in the refrigerator longer, but I want to get the whole thing in the refrigerator to let it chill. And I'm actually okay if it swirls a little bit with this other, which it's probably going to. But my friend Donna's probably laughing at me like, Leslie, you are making such a mess of this. That's okay. I'm just going to put this light layer of Cool Whip, even if it doesn't go all the way to the edges. I'm totally fine with that. And if we smear it around a little bit. I know my friend Donna is like dying. She's like, Leslie, what are you doing? But I'm in a hurry, guys. I'm in a hurry. No time to wait. No time to wait, but we're just going to mix this in, sort of. And I'm totally fine with that. It's going to be delicious because everything's in here, right? All right. So, just kind of looks kind of swirly, and that's okay. So, all right, let me get my strawberries. I'm just going to use the strawberries I've already sliced, and I'll meet you back right here. Okay, everybody, so I just used the strawberries that I had sliced up, so I know they're not beautiful, but hey, I've already made a mess of this. It's okay. Oh, mercy. I know Donna is going to kill me at church. She's going to say, Leslie, what in the world? But hey, it's going to be delicious. And so I took a few of my other vanilla wafers and crushed them up in a bag with a rolling pin. I actually think it's really pretty, kind of pink and white swirled on top. It's all because I let my Cool Whip thaw too much. All right, so this is going in the refrigerator, and I'm going to let it set up. It probably won't get fully set because I need to get a taste test done and get this video out to you guys, and I'm dying to taste it, actually. So I'm going to use all these. I think I used maybe 5 cookies beat up. I didn't really count. 4 to 5 cookies, I believe it was. All right. In the refrigerator it goes. I'm going to clean up, send my friend Donna a message and tell her I totally messed it up, but I think it's still going to be delicious. And so she'll be prepared. But, all right. Going in the fridge. Hey everyone, well I have called Bryant to come home so we could get this a taste test. It's probably still not set up completely, but that's okay, right? We'll just show a little grace here with my whipped cream faux pas. But you know what? It doesn't matter. It's going to taste good. That's all that matters, right? So let's cut this out. He's coming in the door. I'm sure he's filthy dirty. He's been working hard over at the farm. But This will be a nice little treat for him for his working hard moments. Doesn't that look good?
Turn the backside of it.
Looks good to me.
What's it called?
Strawberry lasagna.
Never had it. Well, here we go. We've been over to Chicken Houses working hard.
Working, yes.
We had
A breakdown.
a breakdown that we've never had before, and never fear, Bryant and Daniel was here.
And see, a lot of this is just stains.
Oh, stains, yes. All right, here we go. Grease stains. You ready?
I'm ready.
All right, you want to try it?
Sure, when you're done.
Okay. Very light, very refreshing.
On a good hot, it's not really a hot summer day, but
To
will
those,
be soon.
to those of us that've been outside working, it's warm. That's really good. Yep. Good little dessert.
That is delicious.
Yep.
And I didn't even get a strawberry.
Not too sweet.
No, that's really good.
You want strawberry? Yeah.
That's good.
Yep. I like them sliced up like that. You might could, not tell you how to do it, you might could quarter them.
Well, there's strawberries in it too, and I did chop that up
Okay.
into little smaller pieces.
Yeah.
This was just the decoration on front, on top.
Yeah.
So,
Yep. The only reason I say quarter is because when you scoop it, it's easier to get them.
oh yeah, yeah. All right, guys. So it's a winner.
Chicken dinner.
We can.
What?
Winner, chicken dinner. Oh. All right.
Can't take it over. Did y'all see that blooper where she filmed the hay barn while we was planting the garden?
For 15 minutes.
I can't take her no more.
I filmed it for 15 minutes. The only thing you can see when you fast forward it is the trees going. That was funny. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to fix me a piece of this, and I'll see you on the next one. Please join me for tomorrow because we're having a what's for dinner. And I'm going to show you on that video how to make the best cream corn, even when corn is not in season. And you have to use canned corn. You're not going to buy canned cream corn. You're going to buy regular corn, and we're going to make cream corn. So don't miss that video. All right, we'll see you on the next one. Remember, if the grease is hot enough, you can fry anything. Bye, y'all.